Alright, what's going on, guys? So in this video, as you probably saw in the title, I'm going to go ahead and start paint stripping the engine bay to get it ready to be primed. So now that, depending on when this video is uploaded, I'll have the cage welded in. So that's soon. So once I get the cage welded in, really, there's not much more metal work to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this cleaned up like I said, ready for primer, because all of this, it's all going to be painted primer. So need the engine bay to be ready as well. Got this ugly blue paint somebody, the previous owner, just sprayed right over. I'm guessing that was the original color, so obviously they did not do a good job. The previous owner just sprayed right over just any kind of rust, just everything, just to try and make it look a little better, I guess, but they didn't do any kind of preparation work. So I don't want to spray nice new paint over this blue stuff that was not prepped or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and strip it. Here's the stuff I got in case you want to get it too. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks at Home Depot, and then some mineral spirits to clean it up, clean this mess up, and then just some paint brushes, because that stuff will burn if it gets on your skin. That's why I'm wearing some long sleeves and pants, all that. Directions say to apply it on there, wait like 15 minutes, let it do its work, and then should be able to peel it up. But I'm going to go ahead and, I watched another video and they applied it, waited like 15 minutes and applied even more, and it came off a lot easier. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, and then I'll show you guys the process.
Just run
Alright, so as you saw, that stuff worked pretty good. Brought off the paint really quick, a lot quicker than I thought. So this stuff that's left over basically up in this corner and hard to get areas, I'm just going to use this little wire brush, kind of brush it around, move it down. Make sure that I don't go too fast and start flinging this stuff everywhere, because it will fling. But I'm just going to go ahead and try and clean up this area. Alright, so this is pretty much what I have left over on that side. That's pretty much what I'm dealing with. I've been using some little water and terry cloth and just wiping it down. You might ask, well, isn't that going to rust? Well, I don't think so. I'm going to make sure it dries quickly. And then the water also neutralizes the paint stripper, so it's able to be touched and messed with, so it's not going to burn anymore. So that's pretty much what I'm working with. So let's go ahead and get this other side stripped. Alright, so this is pretty much what I'm left with. I've got quite a bit more work to go, just a lot of cleaning up and tidying up. I gotta scrape that off of the core support, but back in there is gonna need a little bit more. I gotta get the brush, get up in here, and just do a lot of tidying up. Just go over it a few more times and knock all this other stuff off. But I mean, you can see, I mean, you've watched me just scrape it off. It's pretty easy, but it's very messy, so comes with the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all this little stuff and then show you guys the final result. Alright, so here's the engine bay after a little bit of work here. Kind of just show you guys. I've got quite a bit more work to do over in that area. It's pretty tough to get in there. So it's going to be kind of tedious and a lot of time spent over in that area to get all that off. But I mean, the paint stripper got the majority off of it. Now I'm sure it helped that the blue paint was probably just some spray can Walmart stuff. I don't know. It obviously was not prepped before it put on there. So I'm not sure if this process would be a little bit harder with original paint, but I suggest giving it a try. Now it is quite messy, but that's to be expected. But yeah, for all the little stuff, I'm just gonna have to go through and use little by little and clean it up. I'm still debating if I want to do this or just use it by hand, do it by hand. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video of me stripping the engine bay paint. And yeah, soon it's gonna be ready for paint. So pretty excited for that. I'm sure it was pretty satisfying watching that that paint just bubble right up. It'll be cool to watch it back on the video and fast forward it. So, all right, stay tuned for the next one. See ya.